Okay, chat. So I gotta show you guys, before we do anything, I gotta show you guys my tweets if you haven't seen them, dude. This is the face of happiness, chat. Right here. This is literally the face of happiness. I was so happy last night, okay? Because not only, okay, so let me just preface everything. So I think the Sonic movie, basically their Twitter account tweeted out and they were like, yo, there's gonna be tickets, early tickets. Sign up for it. So I did. I signed up for early tickets for the Sonic movie. So I saw it last night at a premiere thing in LA, which was really, really cool, right? And we actually got like a ton of stuff, which was awesome. But this was literally me before the movie, right? So here's me and I'm like super, super happy in front of the poster and I still look like Bo Burnham for some reason. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. But I'm just, dude, like, think about everything we've been through with Tails on the channel, chat. Think about everything we've been through. I kind of do look like Sonic here, chat. I am him. I become Sonic. I become one with the hedge. But everything we've been through with Tails, my boy, dude, seeing him on the big screen, chat, I literally can't. I can't. And then not only that, I got a photo from M. And I gotta show you guys all this. But dude, this was me like 20 minutes before the movie started. So we got there super early, okay? We got there super early. I am so happy, okay? I'm ecstatic. And not only that, this tweet popped off. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why a little bit. But look, both of these right here are wine glasses. We literally got wine to see Sonic because we were like, this is gonna be the greatest night ever. We're gonna drink wine. We're gonna drink wine because we're about to see Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails on screen. Like, we have to do this, right? And then the movie theater, they passed out all these items, okay? But yes, this is like literally the happiest I've ever been, dude. I was so freaking happy. I'm wearing my little Sonic sweater. Dude, oh my God. And then, chat, today, the Sonic movie account retweeted this. The Sonic movie account retweeted this, bro. And so then a lot more people saw it and then they replied to me and I was like, it's the best video game adaptation I've ever seen. And the Sonic movie account replied to me on this tweet too and they were like, yo, and it was just, they just responded with a gif of Tails. So that's it. Sonic loves me. It's confirmed. It's confirmed. But not only that, chat, let me show you what they got me, okay? So the movie theater, so it was like an early access event and oh my God, Pumpkin Hill's playing. That's amazing. It was an early access event. But then not only that, so they started passing out stuff, okay? This is something they didn't pass out. This is something me and M just bought. But look how cute this is. Dude, look at it. And he pops off and then you can drink your drink and he's on the top of it. So I got that, right? All right, and then it doesn't stop there. So I have this one too, right? All right, we literally spent money on this at the movie theater, all right? So we got this. We got Sonic on this side, got Tails on this side. We got a little Tails figurine on the top. It's so cute, dude. Literally so cute. I literally am ecstatic. All right, it's got the little straw, the straw holder right there. So I'm gonna reuse these forever. I'm gonna hand wash them. Nothing's ever gonna happen to them, okay? And then they passed out these, dude. They passed out these for free for seeing the early access event. I don't even know what this is. I haven't even looked through it yet. But I think it's like a prequel comic or something. Actually, maybe it isn't. I don't know what it is. Look. Isn't this sick? Yo, leaks? I don't even know what this is. Look. It got Sonic and Tails on it. Isn't that cool? It's like a little comic. And it's like, it looks more like, look, there's the tornado and everything. It's so cute. It's really so cute. So yeah, I got that. That's really cool. And they passed out that. Oh, and then we got one more thing. Hopefully my light turns on. And this is the best thing, dude. This is the best thing, okay? They passed this out. This was all for free. That was, that's IW issue 1. Oh, it's an old comic? Got you. Okay, this is the thing. This is the coolest thing. I gotta hang this up, chat. Look at this. I don't even know what this is from. I think it's literally promotional material for the movie, okay? But look at this. Look at that, dude! That's so sick! Why is that like this? Why does that go so hard? Why does that go so hard, dude? Like, what? That's the sickest thing I've ever seen. And look, and at the top, it's got Tails and Knuckles all over it as well. Like, super cool. I love the minimalistic. Like, it's like anime, but also a little bit minimalistic at the same time. It looks badass. That's me with literally everything that I had, right? There's me with my 2 posters, my 2 cups, my 2 comics. I've waited my entire life for this, okay? Tails on the big screen, I've waited my entire life. Don't make fun of me, chat. Don't make fun of me. Okay, so let's talk about the actual movie, though. Seriously. I'm not kidding when I say this, chat. No spoilers. No spoilers. I want to make that very, very clear for the YouTube guys, okay? But no spoilers. But the movie, I'm not joking, genuinely is my favorite game adaptation thing that I have ever seen put to film or TV. Ever. Ever. Not even kidding. I am biased as hell. I am a Sonic fan through and through, so that's going to be very, very biased. But in terms of pleasing the fans, let me just say, in terms of pleasing the fans, to think that we started from like a couple years ago where there was like, I remember when they first showed the trailer for the first Sonic movie, and I almost didn't even want to look at it as a fan. Like, it bothered me. Like, I like seeing the way he looked. I was like, dude, I don't even want to like talk about it. I don't even want to talk about this. Like, it just bothered me to no end. Like, I could not believe that they made him look like that. And I gotta say, like, the what's so crazy about the Sonic 2 movie is that not only it's like Sonic 1 movie, obviously they like fixed those issues, right? And it turned out to be a pretty good movie because they fixed all those issues and actually responded to feedback and responded to the fan base, and they actually gave a crap, right? They didn't want it to bomb at the box office. They wanted it to, do well, right? And so they, the first movie had a lot of cool stuff in it that I was actually really happy with as the first movie. I liked the first movie. I thought it was pretty good. Did I think it was the best thing ever? No. The second movie is like, they took everything that they potentially were like afraid of doing in the first movie, and they were like, yeah, let's just go all out. It's a Sonic movie. Let's just make it a Sonic movie. Like, it's for the fans. It's all for the fans. Jim Carrey is more like Eggman than he ever was before. Like, there were times in the movie where like Jim Carrey would laugh and he would do like the and you'd be like, what? You sound identical. Like, it's insane. And obviously, like, if you guys have seen the trailers, again, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but like Jim Carrey's like literally bald in this movie. So he looks more like Eggman as well. Like, his whole appearance is just more Eggman, which is great. And so he knocked it out of the park as always. Like, and there's a lot of talks of him retiring potentially. I don't know. I just hope to see him more. I just need to see more, right? So I gotta say, obviously he can do whatever he wants, but the fan of me is like, just give us that Sonic 3, baby. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So I absolutely want to respect everything he wants to do, but he was great. If this was his last performance, amazing. Went out with a bang. Genuinely went out with a bang. So Jim Carrey was amazing, but that was kind of a given. We all knew he was going to be awesome for that, which is great. But I will honestly say this. So again, you guys know me. I'm a huge Tails guy, right? I'm literally wearing a Tails shirt right now. Oh my God, getting Colleen for Tails, which made it feel more like the games because she is the voice actress for Tails in the games. That just made it feel like more familiar, and just it made it feel more for the fans as well than ever before. And I just love her performance. Like, it was amazing. Like, it was genuinely so amazing. And there was like, I'm not even kidding. Like M, you guys know my girlfriend, she's not super into Sonic like I am. She didn't really know anything about Sonic before we started dating. And I'm not kidding, dude. When Tails first appears in the movie, we were like crying. like we were like, why is he so cute? Why is he like perfect? He's like perfect in the movie, like perfectly, like his attitude, his dialogue, his like that's the biggest thing about the movie, chat. Like, we literally cried. We cried when we saw Knuckles for the first time, and we cried when we saw Tails for the first time, and we cried like, I cried like 3 times during the movie. Like, actual tears as a Sonic fan. It's not gonna make everybody cry. Like, only if you're like a hardcore Sonic fan, you'll cry. but like I literally teared up and like had a tear run down my face when Knuckles appeared, when Tails was there, and some other moments that I won't say because they're more spoilery. But I gotta say, Tails was perfect. But I will say this. Chat. The absolute standout of the movie, and me and M both agree on this. I'm a huge Tails fan. And I like Ben Schwartz as Sonic as well. But I'm not kidding. Idris Elba, chat. Killed it. Absolutely my favorite Knuckles since the adventure games. And the thing is, chat, so here's what I was really, really hoping for, right? I was going into it and I was like, look, I told M before the movie, I told her a couple of things that I wanted to happen. And I was like, if these things happen, I'm going to lose my mind. And this is what I want to happen, right? I was like, these are the things that I want to happen, but I don't know if they will, right? And one of them was, and again, not really a spoiler, but I was like, I really, really want them to get Knuckles, his personality right. I want them to get his personality right because Knuckles has had he's had like different personalities throughout all the games. Like in the adventure games, he's very like monotone a little bit and he's like stoic and he kind of has this like duty and like he has this sort of like honor to him where he's like, I got to protect the Master Emerald. That's what I do, right? And as we'll literally play Sonic Adventure tonight on stream, and you guys might literally see how Knuckles is. And he's very much like, he's never been like a dumb character. He's never been dumb. Like when I grew up with Knuckles, he wasn't dumb. He was just a naive character. He was a character that like is maybe a little bit more fish out of water, maybe a little bit more like, I have a duty to protect the Master Emerald and I don't socialize that much. And so I kind of have this, I have this duty and I'm naive and in the games, right? Like he gets tricked by Eggman all the time, but it's not because he's dumb. It's because he's naive, right? And I feel like in the later games, they kind of do like I'm the tough and stupid one. And I don't like that as much. And what I really like with the movie is that it was such a great like middle ground on it. Like it actually felt more towards the stoic Knuckles that I knew as a kid. And that's what I really, really loved. Like I really like, I think they nailed his personality and it was the highlight of the movie for us. Like every single time, let me switch the music back. But every single time that Knuckles was on screen, me and M were like, oh my God, we love Knuckles. Like we genuinely love Knuckles. Like he is so good. And Idris was amazing. Like I can't stress that enough. He was amazing. And I don't know if there were talks for Knuckles to do, like if they were going to do more stuff with Knuckles or what. I don't know what they're doing with that. Like I thought there was like maybe rumors of like, I don't know if I heard someone say maybe there's like a TV show or something about Knuckles. I don't know if that's happening. I have no idea. But like if that happens, I'm gonna be stoked because he was absolutely the highlight. Like obviously Jim Carrey is a highlight in of itself, and then Knuckles is an absolute highlight. And then to top it all off, chat, they got Tails right. And they got Tails right in the sense of like they had like the bromance between not only like obviously between all the characters to some degree, but like because there's Stone, Agent Stone and Eggman, and there's a little bit of a bromance there, which is so funny, and I love it. And if you guys, I don't know if you know this, by the way, sorry, slight tangent, but you guys know Agent Stone, who's in the first movie? So his actor Lee, I'm gonna butcher his last name because I'm just terrible at pronouncing names, but it's Lee Majub. Hopefully I said that right. Lee has been on our streams before, chat. When we streamed Outer Wilds a couple weeks ago, Lee was in the chat. I don't know if you guys remember that, but he was like, yo, I love this game. What's up? And it's because he used to be in The 100, which was one of my favorite TV shows. And to see that he's like been in all these movies as like Eggman's like apprentice or whatever has been really cool. So literally, and I just gotta say, he was phenomenal as well. Like I loved all the scenes as well with Agent Stone and Eggman. So Lee was awesome. Like literally, I'm not kidding, chat. Look at this. Lee's been on our streams, bro. I promise you he has. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. So that's really freaking cool. And he was great. And there was a lot of, they embraced the bromance a little bit more, which is great. Like you can tell like Agent Stone loves Eggman. Like he loves him. It's great. And it's so like, you know, it's so like cheesy, but in a good way. Like it's got that like comic booky, like, where are you, doctor? Where are you? Come back to me. Like that kind of thing. And it's great. Like I really like his role in the movies. And then, the thing I was gonna say too is that they got the bromance between Tails and Sonic right. And again, it just sounds like I'm praising this movie, and maybe I am, man. Look, I'm a fan who's happy, all right? There's been so many effed up things in the world lately. We've had COVID the past couple years. Things suck, but dang it, my Sonic movie was right. Sonic somehow, through the rough of it, made it out okay. The Sonic movie 2 really made it happen. And like I said, like, even in a lot of the games lately, sure, there's that like sort of, you know, talk between Tails and Sonic and all that, but like there were some like moments where I'm like, dude, you can literally see in this movie like how Tails looks up to Sonic as like a big brother, just like Sonic Adventure. And like that's what I grew up with. I grew up with the Sonic Adventure stories. And seriously, chat, I thought for a bit, I was like, yo, these movies are only gonna be like, it's only gonna be 2D references and that's it. That's all they're gonna do. They're only gonna follow Sonic 1, they're only gonna do Sonic 2. And if you've seen from the trailers, like it's literally not just 2D references. Like there is absolutely stuff in there for adventure fans. There's absolutely stuff in there for 3D fans. And that really made me happy, is that it felt like they understood their fan base, and Sonic and Tails felt more like adventure Sonic and Tails than the last couple of Sonic games to me, which is really weird. So that was really cool. Like I just love that. And I don't know, man. I could gush about it some more, but I just think they did it right. And I don't have too many complaints. I would say like the one thing that I wish, the movie was like 2 hours long. So it's like a little bit longer than the first one, I think. But you could totally have trimmed a little bit of the movie, because there's sort of like, it's weird. I think it has to do with how the first movie was. But like the first movie, because it was all about like the human characters, right? And you know how like Sonic has like a family essentially. There's sort of that whole other like part of the puzzle as well. So there's a lot of characters that they're juggling in the movie. And then the thing that I would say is that the movie shines the most, of course, when it's Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles on the screen. It just does. When Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles and Eggman are on screen in some way, in some variation, right? That's when the movie shines the most. I liked the human characters. Look, I watched the movie. I was grinning the whole time. I laughed at the jokes. I thought it was pretty funny. Sure, there's some jokes in there for kids, right? You know, there's some jokes in there where you're like, oh God, they're gonna do like a kid joke, aren't they? And of course they do. But again, this movie's made for kids a little bit as well. Like there are kids who are gonna grow up with these movies and not even know what the adventure games are or anything like that, which is kind of weird, but for me to think about. But that's what's, you know, you got to go into it with that mind as well. But I will say it felt more, because the human characters are like a part of the story to some degree. It's like at sometimes I'm like, oh my God, just get me back to Sonic and Tails. Get me back to Sonic and Tails. Like I just need to see more Sonic and Tails. Like I need to see them interact more, right? And it just like, I definitely want more and more and more. I just want more of that. And sometimes the human characters, I'm like, oh my God, no, I want to go back to Sonic and Tails. That being said though, for me, growing up as an adventure person and someone who loves the adventure games and loves Sonic Unleashed and all of that, what is also in all of those games? Human characters. The humans exist in those games. And it's kind of weird. Like they're kind of like an afterthought in the games too. Like think about it. Sonic Adventure 2, the humans are so weird. They're so weird. The president of the United States is in that game. In Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 literally has the president of the United States in it. Like, it's so weird. It's a very strange game. And Sonic Unleashed has a character named Professor Pickle, I think. Remember? You know what I'm talking about? So like, there's always been like these weird human characters that have like been a part of the story, even though they don't have any powers whatsoever. So to me, it felt kind of at home for me to some degree, because I'm like, that's kind of what I grew up with as well. Like, if the whole story was about animals and nothing else, would I like it? Yeah. But I'm kind of used to having human characters in the stories, so I don't mind it as much. That being said, though, obviously when Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles and Eggman are on the screen, that's the best parts of the movie. By far. And Agent Stone. And no spoilers. I don't want to talk about any spoilers, chat. I don't know if you guys have been to like fan events at all, so I don't know if you guys know. But like, I went to a Spider-Man fan event, and like just hearing people like freak out at certain moments. There's moments like that in this movie. There's moments like that. Like, so it is like way more in the first movie. Like the first movie, it's like, okay, cool. Like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. This movie, like, we had a standing ovation in our theater. It was all Sonic fans though. But there was like a couple moments where we were like, oh my God, oh my God. Like, literally, it was great. It was very wholesome. So again, no spoilers, but it was absolutely amazing. And as a Sonic fan, if you can't tell, I'm geeking out about it. I love it. And I highly suggest you guys go see it. I don't have too many complaints about it. Genuinely, the only complaints I have is maybe less human characters. But then again, the humans are part of the story and in the adventure game somewhat. So I don't know. But then again, I like Agent Stone and I like Eggman and I like Sonic's family as well. I like Tom and I like those characters. So I don't know. Like, I think it's juggling a lot. At times the script is juggling, like, it feels like 3 stories at once a little bit. When you watch the movie, you'll see what I'm talking. You'll know exactly what I mean. It juggles kind of 3 stories at once. They all come together in a nice way. But it feels at times like you're like, oh my God, I'm watching a story here, then I'm watching a story here of characters that I'm not as attached to, and then I'm watching a story here. It's like there's a lot going on, right? So I would say like that's my biggest thing is like, to me, it's like a 8 or 9 out of 10 movie. But as a Sonic fan, I was like blown away, satisfied with it. Does that make sense? So for a family movie, for a family-friendly movie to go and take your kids to, take your whole family to, take your gaming kids to who love Sonic, come on, get out of here. It's like I think it's the best, one of the best movie adaptations we've seen, and I think it's better than the first movie. Is there an after credit scene? I will not say, but you should stay there just in case. That's all I'll say. You should stay there just in case. But yeah, so it was great. It was great. It was a really, really good time. But yeah, I don't know. If you guys have any other question about it, let me know. But that's how I feel about the Sonic movie. Maybe the YouTube video is over now. I don't know. We talked for a bit, man. For me, chat, that was like my Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm not kidding. For me as a Sonic fan, some of the stuff that I saw on screen, I was like, no way do they care about the fan base that much. No way do they care about me that much. No way, dude. Ugh. They actually cared. They actually cared about us. It made me really, really happy. Like, I'm basically, like, at the end of the day, I'm really stoked for what cinematic universe they're trying to do with this. Because they said there's a Sonic 3. I'm really stoked for what they're trying to do with it. I'm like, my excitement for the next one, through the roof, chat. Through the roof after this one. I'll say that. All right, rant over, because I don't want to get into spoiler territory. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. Are you guys ready to play Sonic Adventure? Oh my God. Oh my God. Best character. Best character. Best character.